In this demo, we'll be creating some HTML5 content and ultimately applying certain tags to it to create some structure as well. I do have a file sitting on screen right now, which is what we'll recreate. So I think to begin with, we'll just start a brand new website and establish a new index file inside of that root folder. I do have a folder on my desktop right now that I'll use, which I called my website. So we'll start by going up to Site, New Site, and I'll just call it my website, and we'll browse for that folder. And it is on my desktop. Here it is right here. Highlight it, click Choose, and click Save. And it established that site in my Files folder. Now I don't have any files in there yet, so let's create a brand new file. I can just go up to File, New, and I will choose New Document, HTML, HTML5 doc type, all the defaults here, and I'll just call it the home page, I guess. That will be the title, not the file name. We'll click Create, and yes, I do now need to save it to actually bring it into existence, save it on my hard drive. You can see it's called Untitled 4 right now. So let's do a Save As. And here, if you don't see it going to your root folder, click Site Root. And that will guarantee that it will save in your root folder. And I'll just call this one index.html and save that. And there it is there. So we have a blank canvas, if you will, right now. And I'm just going to start to populate that. And I think we'll just go inside the body tags here. And I'll just leave some space and start typing in the code view. Now I'm just going to create what will be 4 buttons for my navigation. And I'll start here by just typing home, space, about, space, portfolio, space, and contact. Okay, contact. Oh, all right. And if I click up here, you'll see it manifest itself. Now I see I have a typo. Let me just fix that. Portfolio. There we go. And I'm just going to return here, and I'm going to create what will be my header. I'll just say, what can I create for you? Let me actually retype that without all the caps. What can I create for you? Question mark. Okay, and then I'll just return, and I'll just double return that. And let's create something as a subheading. Creating compelling brands. Creating compelling branding. Okay, and if I just return that, I'm good. I can click up here to update. You can see how it's not structured at all. It's just still appearing on one line. So let's go over to our Insert tab right now. And I can double click this to kind of expand it out. And you can see a whole lot of elements that we can insert. And some of these things are elements and some of them are tags and so on. So let's say we want, what can I create for you as a H1? I'll just highlight that line there. And I can go over to heading. And there I have access to all the headings. And now it's an H1 tag. And you can see it manifest on the screen. So I think I'll just grab the next line down and make that an H2. Like that. And the next line down, let's see here, I'm just going to come down here and type in, well actually if I go over here and insert paragraph, it will insert a paragraph with some placeholder content. Now there's some cool things in here. I'm going to use snippets right now to show you how you can use some Greeking text, or Lorem Ipsum is what they call it, to fill in text. So with that highlighted, I'm just going to open up snippets here. And under HTML snippets, we have something called Add Lorem Ipsum. With it currently highlighted, I can simply double click here and it will replace it with some placeholder text that will, create much more text by double clicking right there. And you can see that, again, it's called, if you type in Lorem Ipsum and hit your return key, it would have done the same thing as well, but I've just added some placeholder text, if you will. All right, and we're just going to come below here, and I'm going to go below the P tag here right now. And I'll just type in a copyright line that would be for my footer. It's copyright 2000, it's 2020 right now. And let's just say made with 100% recycled pixels. Okay, there we go. So that will be my footer. It's not a footer yet, but it will be. So let's just save that for now. Okay, so just some basics on how to create some of your tags. I'm going to move this up a bit here so we can see more of our code. And when I highlight my tags, they actually highlight in the code view, which is quite nice. And you can see it highlight in the design view. So I think the next step for us will be to structure some of this up more formally. And that will be our next step.